Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I am going to give you a first month of school update. We are officially 1 month into the 2023-2024 school year, and I'm completely blown away already. My name is Morgan here at The Life of Tillmans. If this is your first time, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. I am a homeschool mom to 3 girls, and we are embarking on our 6.5 year of homeschooling. Guys, this is going to be just a chatty update about what has been going on. We started school on July the 3rd. We did not take off for the 4th of July. It was a regular school day. And anytime we start the school year, we always do a gradual step within all of our curriculum. I don't just pile it all on the first day because that can definitely be overwhelming, not just for the girls, but for me as well. And we're also in the process of just ironing out procedures, processes, different extracurricular activities. We have a lot going on. And we started earlier this year because of those extracurricular activities. If you haven't seen my planning video for the year, I'm going to link it down below, but go check it out. We are doing 7 weeks on and 1 week off. We have not gotten to our 1 week off yet, but we are still pushing really strong right now. So how do we step into the school year? The first week we simply did grammar and math. And when I say grammar, we did grammar, spelling, vocabulary, handwriting, and then their math curriculum. So 5 things. That was it. We were also working on putting in new processes like home maintenance as well. We also, the second week of July, added in our writing curriculum, correct? Yes, we added in writing strands, and we also added in our electives. The girls started back to volleyball, my older 2. My youngest is still doing tumbling class from the summer session. And so that was a big transition, adding in writing strands, going back to volleyball a couple of days a week. We're just kind of trying to get into a groove. So now you see why I don't just like throw everything in there, because it would be totally chaotic. So then the third week of school, we added in science, which was awesome. We are doing science 4 to 5 days per week, and we are still working in God's Design for Life. We are finishing up the plants unit. Smooth transition. And just this past week, which was our 4th week of school, we added in our history curriculum. Reading, doing our read alouds on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and doing the chapter readings in America's Story 2 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we did the audiobook. We are in the car quite a bit, and each one of those chapters is about 15 to 20 minutes, which is perfect timing, y'all. We get in the car, we start it. By the time we pull up to where we're going, we have listened to an entire chapter and had discussion about it. It's been awesome. So if you've never gotten the audiobook for America's Story, go do it, because we are on the road a lot, and that has come in handy. Even in just the 1 week that we've done it, it's been great. So that's how we did with curriculum. Chores, meal planning, we were getting all of that into place. Now we're in a groove. We have practice every Monday and Wednesday. We have a tumble on Tuesdays. We're doing school those days. Baby girl is doing great. And another thing that's happened over the last couple of weeks is my older 2 daughters have both, with the exception of my middle daughter, but they have transitioned into their 6th and 5th grade curricula, specifically math. I have waited, and it's going to be coming out the next video, a planning of the girls' curriculum. I waited because we were still doing curriculum for the previous school year. And the way we transitioned into math, they are currently testing to figure out which lesson we're going to start with, because math, both of the curricula they are using, is review in the beginning. I did do a curriculum comparison of Horizons Math 4 and Saxon Math 5.4. I will link that video down below, but I talk about transitioning and testing into the next level as opposed to doing all of the review lessons, because we haven't had a huge break between the previous year's curriculum and this year. So they don't really need all of that review. So that's where we are now. They are testing into it. So I'm able to give you guys an idea of how I plan out our curriculum. I've been asked that by a lot of people, especially for Easy Grammar, because it doesn't have lessons. There's just simply 300 plus pages, and you got to figure it out. So make sure you stick around and subscribe so that you can see how I planned out all of the girls' curriculum for the entire school year. Okay, so back to curriculum. The only thing that we have not added in that is not a supplement, but that's our Spanish. We have not started Spanish, but we will be starting in the next couple of weeks. I've got to get the poster boards and everything put all up in our kitchen so that we can start learning our Spanish phrases from Talkbox Mom. I'm very excited about that. And y'all, I feel really good about this month so far. I know it's only a month in and people are like, don't celebrate, but I'm celebrating. I'm going to celebrate every win, every day, every opportunity that I possibly can. I have baby girl on a really good schedule. She is doing her logic of English 4 days a week, and she does her Saxon math 4 days a week. There are 2 days out of the week that she only has one of those with a review. So for example, this coming week, she will do logic of English Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And she will do her math Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So Wednesday and Friday, she will only do one of those subjects, and then we will quickly review the other one. This has worked out really good for us. We started this in the first week of July, and it's been so good. It doesn't give her an opportunity to burn out. It also gives us an opportunity to add in some of the fun things that she likes to do, like her word search and her mazes. We're doing some reading comp work, playing more games, more hands-on activities, crafts. It's really helped with doing that and adding those different things in. I'll be honest, I felt like she was getting the short end of the stick, y'all, because my oldest two daughters had the opportunity to do so many different things because it was just two of them and they're so close in age. I really feel like my youngest daughter has just kind of been missing out. And so I'm on a mission this year to provide her with more fun, more of the things that my oldest daughters were able to get 4 years ago when my youngest was just a little bitty baby. I'm excited for her to be able to experience a lot of those things because she has not been getting it. And I've definitely been feeling some mom guilt because of that. Because some days I just feel like she's not having fun or she wasn't having fun. We're definitely having a lot more fun now. I will also say that teaching your child to read is hard, or at least it has been challenging for me. Not because she's not great at it. She's doing awesome. But there's just a lot of days that she just wants to go do something else. It's not that she finds it hard. She doesn't, dislike it. She's just like, I don't feel like reading today. And I'm like, why not? She's like, I just don't. I appreciate her honesty. I really do. However, you've got to learn how to read. And I'm not that mom that says, okay, well, what do you want to do? I don't do that all the time, because if I did that all the time with her, she would never be reading. So I do try to change it up, make it fun. Logic of English has a lot of fun games, but there are just some times where she just has to sit down and read the readers that come with the curricula. I mean, it's just something that has to be done. And it's not the most fun all the time. I do my best to try to make it fun for her. She is doing really well, but she also gets discouraged. If she looks on the page and sees, 3, 4, 5 sentences, she's like, this is going to be hard. So we're really working on reading comprehension because she has to segment quite a few words. And with that, the comprehension or the understanding of what's happening in that sentence is lost with the amount of segmenting that she's having to do. So this past week or 2 weeks ago, I actually started her on flashcards for the frequently used words in Logic of English, which has been really helpful. I just want her to just be able to just recall those words from looking at them. And it's just like memorizing sight words. However, I'm a stickler about the phonetics of it. I want her to understand the grammar rules and know why. Not grammar, but the phonics rules, and know why she is using certain sounds with certain words. And so that's been a big deal for me. It's been very helpful for her. It's been helpful for me and for my older girls when they are sitting and listening, but she needs that as well. Also, it helps with her speech. And so that's a big thing. We're dealing with the speech, and we're also learning how to read and doing the phonetics. But all in all, it's coming together really good. She is coming to the end of Logic of English Foundations B, which I'm so glad, because I think she's ready. I think she's ready to move on. I know that it's going to get more challenging, but when we have really good days, which is more often than not, I'm so grateful for those days because it just shows how much she's improving. And so I don't necessarily force her. If she gets so flustered that she's not able to finish, then we'll just take a break and we'll go play a game. It's usually a phonics game and she loves it. She wants to do those. And then we'll come back and we'll finish the book or whatever she's reading. I also read to her. I don't make her do any segmenting. This is just our time to sit down and read. And she'll bring me a book that she wants to read. And unfortunately, it has not been any of the books that I put on her reading list just yet. But I know that's going to come. But she's kind of got her eye on a couple of books that she is really enjoying. She and I sitting down to read. So we've been doing that. She's doing great in her Saxon Math 1. and we're just going to keep going with those. We are about to enter into the thick of volleyball season. Games, practices. We're looking at, practice on Monday, game Tuesday, practice Wednesday, game Thursday, tournament on Saturday. We have a few weeks like that. And so I'm ready. I am ready this year. I was not ready last year. I've said that several times. Last year, I was like, what is happening? But this year, I'm ready. I feel really good about it. The girls are excited about it. Both my oldest two daughters are both playing volleyball this year on separate teams, but they will get to see each other play, which is awesome. And one day, they will touch the court on the same team, and that is going to be amazing. So that's how schedules and things have been going. Oh, we have new chore chat. I can't talk, y'all. We have new chore schedules going on, and it's working out great. I'm really trying to get better at paying my daughters for certain chores that are not a part of their everyday chores. I just simply forget about it sometimes. They're like, Mom, did we do good to get our pay? They're doing great. It's been a transition, but it's going good. I also have to give you guys an update. Planners are still going amazing. I don't think I'll ever switch. I don't see there being any problems. I'm going to link the video down below also where I talked about the planners and things that my oldest daughters are using as well. They are still going strong in there. They appreciate those. It's their checklist every day. It's keeping them focused every day. So have we had some hiccups? Yes. I had to send my big girls to different areas of our house to do their schoolwork. And it's not because they're not behaving, but Mallory and I do a lot of talking in her phonics and in her math, and it was becoming a distraction. Not only for Mallory, because she felt like my oldest daughters were staring at her, which they were, but it's also been a distraction for them as well. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want everybody to be separated like that, but it was best for everyone. And so my oldest two daughters come downstairs. Mallory and I stay upstairs because we have the poster boards and all that. Now, we still do family subjects together. So art and history and science, those are all together. Writing for my two oldest daughters. And while they're doing writing, Mallory is usually doing her word search or her maze book or drawing or coloring, puzzles. She has tons of things to do. So while they're doing writing, she's doing that. And we're all in the same space for those areas. So we're still getting tons of family together time. But just when I'm working on those core subjects with Mallory, her Logic of English Foundations for grammar, reading, spelling, and then her math, we have to be in separate areas. And it's just been, what's been needed for everyone. So I'm feeling really good. I am in a routine now of getting up in the morning. I'm doing my Bible study. I'm using the SOAP method and just I'm going through Psalms right now, which has been so amazing for me. I'm really focusing on being consistent with doing that because I have not been. I will get up and I will hit the ground running, and I am not doing my Bible study in the morning. Then the night comes and I'm like, oh, I need to do it. And then I feel rushed. So I've been doing that every morning, getting my workouts in. Mallory and I are on breakfast duty. So by the time she wakes up, it's time for she and I to do breakfast. And it's been working out good. Meal planning is going good with the girls. Sometimes they don't like it because I have to think a little bit harder than they want to, but it's working out. We've had a really good month. I'm going to start sharing with you guys our reads. I'm going to do that probably at the end of August because we're just now coming to the end of July, but I'm going to share with you all of our read alouds so you guys can keep track of what we're reading over the next couple of months and know what's going on here as far as reading. The girls are also keeping track of all of their books and doing their reading reviews. We are just doing good. I would like for us to hit our electives more. We have not hit those as much as I want. My oldest daughter is doing typing because she's having to type her paper that she wrote over the summer during the summer writing camp that she went to. She is still working on typing that paper, y'all, and she's like this. But she's getting on typing. My goal is for her to do typing 3 to 4 days a week. I really would like for her to do it every day, 6 to 7 days a week. She needs to type, not for an extended period of time, like 15 minutes, just really getting in some concentrated 15 minutes of concentrated typing time. And Maggie has been working on her robotics. So she is putting together robots and programming them and having a great time with that as well. And that's a part of her coding STEM that she's enjoying doing. I forget what her other elective is, y'all. That's kind of how that's been going. But this mama is getting rest. The girls are feeling good. We're still enjoying some of our friends who are on summer break. So sometimes in the evenings, because we don't have anything going on right now, no games have started just yet, we're able to go swimming and hang out with friends in the evening time. Not too late because we do have to get up the next day for school, but just a couple of hours makes a huge difference in what they would have experienced. We are also going on our first field trip the end of this month, which will be one of our off weeks, which is perfect. And we're going to go to the botanical gardens here since we're learning about plants, and they have never been inside of the botanical gardens. And it's like a cool 78 degrees, which would be perfect because the temperatures here have been ridiculously disrespectful, like 103, 105. We're in the house. You're going to sweat just sticking your face to the glass. It's super warm, y'all. So we're doing great this way.